We're here in Sydney with the Australian and Kiwi media testing Yamaha's all-new YZF-R6. This new model has been refined and redesigned for remarkable performance both on the track and on the street. So we've invited the guys to ride the new R6 in the lower Blue Mountains and at Sydney Motorsport Park. Our designers have given the R6 a sharp new look that also happens to be more aerodynamic, and they've added a host of control technologies to really ramp up the riding experience. For example, the new engine comes with a 6-stage traction control system that can also be turned off. There are 3 power modes, A for sports, then standard, and there's B mode for the wet. We've also added a quick shifter that allows seamless upshifting, so you can hook into that incredible high-revving 4-cylinder power band sooner. The new bike now runs R1 spec brakes and suspension, which means even more precise handling and stopping. A new magnesium subframe is thinner just where you want it. Plus the seat is flatter and the tank lighter and reshaped to make it easier to move around the bike. The free-revving 599cc inline 4-cylinder engine with titanium valve technology has proved itself at racetracks globally. This model currently leads the World Supersport title charge and is comfortably the most popular model in supersports racing across the country, with good reason. Australia's fastest journalists have given the bike a good workout at SMSP. Riders like Cam Donald and Steve Martin, both of whom have raced the R6 at the top level. Let's find out what these super fast riders think about the new model.
It's funny having ridden the old versions and getting on this new bike. It's unbelievable how the new tank and fairing makes this feel. It does feel like an R1 or even an M1. I mean, when you look at the bike in the flesh, the first thing that gets you is how racy it looks. But that's not necessarily the case when you're riding it. It actually feels like you could use it every day on the road, but still, when you get it into a race environment like we are here, man, does that make you feel good? It certainly does.
A couple of things that stood out straight away about the new R6 is how simple it is to use. We've got traction control, we've got multiple modes now, and they're so easy. The traction control button is just like on a race bike. You flick it up and down while you're on the fly out on track. You can switch modes if necessary while you're on track. It's just simple and easy to use and easy to ride. And that's what you want from a sports bike. You know, as we get this implementation of electronic aids, which does benefit good riding and it makes it safer and easy to use these bikes, some of them can also be a bit complex and make things complicated. This is not. This is very easy to use, which I think is a huge benefit.
The other thing I like about it, it doesn't take much. A couple of sets of tyres, racing tyres, and you can have a really good track day bike straight out of the box.
We've had a great couple of days on the new R6. The addictive induction roar from this high-revving engine, its agility and stability in the corners, and its combination of power with control is going to appeal to sport bike fans everywhere. Now this 600cc powerhouse of a motorcycle comes in 3 hot new colours, and it really is indeed refined, redesigned and really quite remarkable.